Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all doing okay. It's just a champ on the show today. You know, gotta show my gold medal. You know, Team Dave won on R2O basketball day, so I just got to show off the medal a little bit. You know, champ is on the show, and what's crazy is I'm actually about to bring up a guy who knows about championships. He's a fan of a team that if you look on the side, you see who I'm about to talk about. I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're known for the steel curtain, you know, Dick LeBeau, Mike Tomlin, Bill Cowher, you know, all those guys, Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Hines Ward. You can go down the line. Joey Porter. You could talk about so many guys that played in Pittsburgh. But you see, we got to talk about them. They're the last team that we got to talk about right now. We didn't talk about everyone else. But now we got to talk about the other team that has more than 5 championships, more than 5 Super Bowl titles, just like the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots got 6. So do the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this guy right here, he knows his team well enough. He calls his GM the con artist because, hey, all I can say is the guy pretty much gets things done. He gets a lot of signings done that need to get done. There was some controversy about the quarterback, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So this is the 2025 season preview for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And please help me bring up the Steelers fan that Ravens fans in the NFL chat do not stand. They can't. They don't like him. But he's as honest as he can be when it comes to, you know, the teams that he don't like, and he stays true to it. He has the terrible towel with him right now. He got the Pittsburgh logos and stuff on. Go ahead and bring up my guy RBO Vaughn. What's going on, Vaughn?
What it do, Dave, man? You see, I had to come in with the towel waving. Because on this panel, I'm about to be misbehaving.
you know, some people still call him the silk curtain. So, you know,
listen. First of all, Dave, I want to say you ain't had to bring up that little medal you got. Talking about something I know about championships. I know y'all beat us in the championship. I know you ain't had to rub it in.
So good, you know.
I'm just saying,
I know something else about championships too, because you know, Jovan, yeah, you ain't the baseball analyst no more. It's me.
Oh man, I going off.
I got that. So just had to let y'all know what was up. But continue, Vaughn. I don't mean to interrupt you.
I know, man. Just want to say thanks for having me on today. I'm excited to talk about. Well, not that excited to be quite honest, because I'm well reserved with my team this year because I don't care about the season. I need some playoff success. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it,
man. We gotta first talk about what's going on with the offseason. But before we do that, I can't start a show that I'm on without turning up. Turn me up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So follow us on all platforms. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to RBO Vaughn. He's gonna talk about his show at the end of everything. So make sure y'all do that. But Vaughn, let's go ahead and get started, man. Your off-season grade, man. For the off-season, you guys made a trade. George Pickens is no longer there. He's in Dallas now, but you did go and get DK Metcalf. So you did get a replacement. Everyone thought that it was going to be the crash out crew. We thought they were going to be together on the same team, but it didn't work out that way. You go and get some more a tight end to help out your team even more. I think it was the Jonnu Smith. That's who y'all went and traded for. Went and traded for Jonnu Smith. You still got the other tight end there. You got Darnell Washington that's there as well. And my goodness, Darnell Washington, like, he should be a D tackle as big as he is. So you got him, and then you finally go and get a quarterback that's established. You go and get Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron Rodgers ain't the Aaron Rodgers that we all know him to be. He ain't what we've seen the last few seasons. But he's better than what you've had before. And what you had before is actually in Cleveland right now as the backup, Kenny Pickett. So I know you're happy that you don't have Kenny Pickett anymore, but I know you're reserved about having Aaron Rodgers there. But Vaughn, what would you give your Pittsburgh Steelers? What's the grade you would give them for the offseason they had this year?
A B. I know a lot of people are probably going to wonder why, and I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, I want to say thank you, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I mean, you were my favorite defensive player on the team. I got your jersey. I just got it last year, and I'm going to still rock it. You know what I'm saying? But, he's gone now. But I just want to say shout out to Minkah, man. We appreciate you, Steeler Nation. Appreciate you because when you first got here, man, woo, you turned it up. I ain't going to lie, you turned it up. But so for me, the offseason, what really gave it a B for me was the whole Aaron Rodgers signing, the whole situation, just how everything happened, for one. Mm-hmm. All the waiting, stalling, and all that. I know Mike Tomlin is a guy that doesn't let everybody know what kind of hand he has, or what he's going to do. However, I felt like us waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and it seemed like I heard reports saying that he wanted to trade George Pickens up out of there, and he wanted to get a guy like a DK Metcalf. That's what I heard. I'm not sure how true it is, but I do like. I mean, to be honest, I think George Pickens is better than DK Metcalf in my eyes. I just think George Pickens never had a real quarterback to throw him the ball. I mean, when he had Russell Wilson, that was probably his best quarterback. That's when he balled out. When Russ gave him opportunities, he did his thing. And then you bring in a guy like Aaron Rodgers, you get a guy like DK. I'm not sold on DK. Y'all hear Coach all the time crying about how DK can't be AJ Brown. He it's like he underachieves. I mean, he's supposed to be this guy that is just a beast, a freak of nature, but he underperforms. And I'm not sure how sold I am on him. Like I said, I think George Pickens was going to be the better receiver at the end of the day. I thought him with a better quarterback, especially like a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who can put the ball in spots for you just to give you a chance, and he would put it up there. Mm-hmm. I didn't like that. Also,
I know some things you did like though. You went and got Darius Slay. You got Darius Slay. You got Kenneth Gainwell, who has some experience at running back, and I know he's not going to be a starter, but that's a good backup running back that you got there. And you went and got Jalen Ramsey.
I mean, I do like those additions on the defense. See, most of my beef is on the offensive side, to be quite honest. Okay. Because when you look at, like, we get DK, we trade Pickens, but we don't pick up no other type of receiver out here, guys. I just heard today Gabe Davis is flying to meet with us. And I heard that we were talking to Tyler Boyd at one point, but that never fell through. So I do think we need to get a more like an experienced receiver, even if he isn't like the best of the best, just someone that's experienced that can produce a little bit. Like I'll be happy with a guy like Adam Thielen on our team. You know what I'm saying? Like just a experienced.
What about Odell? Odell said he's not retired.
I don't know about Odell, to be quite honest. I like a Odell, but and then the on the defensive side. this whole Cam Hayward thing, man. It's. I feel like we're gonna figure it out, get things done. But I'm torn with this one. I got like this how I feel about this with Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, last year you signed a 2-year deal that made you the highest paid player at your position at your age. Then you said once I ball out, I'm coming back to the table. He balled out, now he back at the table. He want to get paid higher. He's I believe 36 and all that. He did ball out last year. My thing is this. Last year you should have handled that a little better. You should have came in there like, listen, I'm gonna sign a 1-year deal because I know I'm about to ball out. And then next year we're gonna have to do some things. You know what I'm saying? But signing a 2-year deal and then signing that, I just don't know. Like that just don't. It's kind of weird to me. You know, after 1 year, you trying to get a new deal, and you know what I'm saying. But one thing I would say, I would sign him. I would give it to him. A 2-year, I would give it to him. 2-year deal, I'll give it to him because we just drafted Derek Harmon out of Oregon, who's a dog, who's going to be getting better and better each year. Who's a better player to learn from in the league right now than Cam Hayward? I mean, the dude is still playing at an elite level at his age. So it's a lot of things that young guys can learn from him so they can play that great for a long time. Another thing I like about the draft. Oh, now let me talk about the draft. Because I just said something about Harmon. I love that pick.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky pick, I think, right here. I think it's Yaya Black out of Iowa. He's a 6'5" D tackle, 336 pounds. The dude is, pause for the widows, massive. I mean, when you see him out there, it's crazy. He reminds me of with the kid that from Georgia, the Eagles, Jordan Davis. Like how he came out, it was just like he was just taking up space. But one thing I noticed about this dude, he a little more agile. And I felt like on the defensive side, I love what we did on the defensive side. I feel like we have depth everywhere. Like literally depth everywhere. D-line, we got depth there. We got on the ends, TJ Highsmith. Then we got my boy Herbert coming off the bench. Then we just drafted Sawyer. So we got corners from Slade, Ramsey now. And we still got Joey Porter Jr. Still got my young rook from last year that was balling out. Like we got a lot of things. The safety position is probably our weakest link in the secondary. We got
who are your safeties?
Juan Thornhill, and then we're gonna have Ramsey pretty much roaming. Like, you know, because we're gonna have Joey Porter and Slay being more of the man guys. Okay. But I'm excited just to see what the defense is gonna do. Mike Tomlin's excited. He's saying we got the people, we got the schematics. We can do something historic this year with our defense. So I feel like we lean on the defense. This is how they built the team. Lean on the defense. You get a guy like A-Rod, have a pretty young line, which I think will do good this year because we're healthy. If they can just stay healthy, I feel like we can do good. Broderick Jones is back on his original side that he plays on, and we just got a lot of young talent on the line that I'm excited for. I'm excited to see Caleb Johnson. His last preseason game against the Buccaneers. He played really good. He showed a lot.
That's the running back from Iowa, isn't it?
Running back, yes, sir. He's a baller. From what I like from Iowa coming in here. Even shout out my boy CTC Carl. I mean, let's not talk about his team, but he even said, you know, he's a AFC North type of running back, and he's showing flashes of that. And one more guy I wanted to shout out that I think is a big year for him, Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson's been playing pretty good in the preseason. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about him in camp. I think he has an opportunity to have a big year this year. So with those three tight ends, I feel like we're going to run the ball a lot, play action a lot, and we're going to let A-Rod pretty much just play ball and not have to carry the load. So I give us a B though. I like what we did on the defensive side. Offensively, I felt like we still got to pick up a wide receiver. And I think that whole A-Rod thing was just a little weird to me. I like Will Howard too. I love that draft pick. I think he's a steal, to be quite honest. Especially learning behind A-Rod.
I was surprised you didn't mention him yet. I was waiting on you to talk about that because I know I remember before the draft, me and a few other, well, me most likely, I was the one like, I think y'all should go try to get Jackson Dart. If y'all can go get him somehow, some way, I would say do it. And then you heard that during the time when Shadur Sanders was available, I was like, well, you got him right there, draft him. But you got A-Rod there, so maybe it would not make sense to have A-Rod and have Shadur Sanders on the same team. Right. So you go and get somebody like Will Howard, who just won the national championship at Ohio State. So he got some championship pedigree coming to him into the NFL. Now it's not the same thing, but still, he kind of sort of know what it takes to get to that point. And he got A-Rod.
He balled out in the playoffs.
And A-Rod is a Super Bowl champion. The crazy thing is A-Rod just joined the team that he beat in the Super Bowl. So
you had to go there. You had to go there.
I'm just saying. It just comes for a circle. So now that we talked about all those things, you already brought up Will Howard. We got to talk about your other quarterback. We got to talk about the guy who's now in black and yellow. He was in green and yellow before. Now he's in black and yellow. Aaron Rodgers, still in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
He's with the Pittsburgh Steelers now. A lot of people are saying that this may not work out because of Aaron Rodgers, because of his age, and this is more than likely his last season. And then you heard the Browns fan, you heard Tay say this is going to be a losing season for the Steelers. So I know you got some stuff to say about that, but how you feel about A-Rod and what do you believe his stats will be this year? What's your prediction for Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, stats. Okay. So Aaron Rodgers, I wasn't too excited when we got him, to be honest, just because all the extra stuff that came with it. I didn't know what kind of Aaron Rodgers we were getting initially. But then once he got to us, and you hear, what he's saying, how he's going about things, you hear how the player's saying he is, and you seeing what he's actually doing, okay, this might be an Aaron Rodgers that's really locked in and really trying to just give it his all one more year with a coach that he really, really respects. And he doesn't just want to win it for himself, but he want to win for the coach. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Aaron Rodgers can just be, because last year he didn't have a terrible season. I feel like with the Jets, he was asked to do so much, asked to come in and save them. They had a lot of coaching issues. They fired the coach, and then all this. It was just a lot of chaos over there, to be quite honest.
I'm glad they fired their coach because now he's back in San Francisco.
No, that's a good pick for y'all. But I really think that him with the Jets is like one of those years that he had to overcome so much stuff that was non-football related. And even before the season last year, I don't think he even was in training camp that much with them and like practicing with them and all that stuff. So, because I remember a report came out about how he wasn't, working out with some of the receivers, but I know he was locked in with Garrett Wilson, which, he a beast. I feel like he better than DK Metcalf too, to be quite honest.
I don't disagree with you.
But I think A-Rod brings, like you said, experience. He's a guy that knows how to get the ball where it needs to be. He's a guy that can survey the field. His health is definitely going to be of question because he's of his age. But his arm ability is not a question because I hear what people say in them training camps. Like Patrick Queen, I was watching him with Uncle Shay and Ocho, and he was talking about how in practice they was like, how is it playing against DK? He was like, I mean, they know they're gonna praise up their teammates, but he brought up, you got to deal with him, and then you got A-Rod out there throwing no look passes and all this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, he's still doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And our defense initially in the beginning of the training camp, we was dominating the offense. Like we'll do seven shots, and they'll win like 5-2, 6-1. They was dogging them like most games. So, which I kind of assumed that would happen because, A-Rod has to get settled in with all his receivers and all that good. Everybody has to get settled in. But I think, A-Rod going to have a pretty decent season. I think his touchdowns he has a high chance of having a lot of touchdowns because I feel like we're going to use our tight ends a lot. And, in the red zone, tight ends, and even DK, he's a big body, So I feel like he has a lot of good weapons. He's a really good red zone quarterback too. And I think that's where he really gonna make a lot of his bread and butter. But as far as his stats, I'm not sure if he's gonna throw for 4,000 this year. To be quite honest, I'm not sure how prolific our receivers are going to be. You know, as far as just racking up endless yards every game. Like I said, I'm not that sold on DK, man. I like him. He has his highs, but he's not consistently good in my eyes. Like he doesn't consistently show up.
He checks out too much. You can easily get into his head. You can easily stop his game because Diamador Lenore did that a couple times in San Francisco against him. So I trust me, I know. Travarius Ward did it as well. I've even seen him. Ramsey had did it before too. So
last year he played 17. He played the whole year with the Jets. 38. Well, I'm going to give him 3,900. He was 3 yards away from 3,900. 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I think this year, to be honest, because I didn't notice that he almost had 4,000 last year. He can definitely throw for 4,000 with us, I think. He can get close to that 38 to 4,000 range, I feel like. I'm going to give him 4,000, though. I'm going to say he can get 4,000 yards. I feel like he can throw for 35 touchdowns next year. Like I said, I think he has a high chance to get a lot of touchdowns because
I mean, you do got Pat Fairmouth, you got John Smith, and
I think our defense gonna get a lot of turnovers, give us good field position, and I think he's excellent enough to just get the job done. It's just about what the receiver's gonna do. Like I'm more sold on our tight ends, to be quite honest. I like Calvin Austin. I think Roman Wilson has a chance to shine. Robert Woods is a steady vet. That's cool. DK is our main guy, though. That I got to see how he gonna act, man. To be quite honest, he's very talented. It's just about that man. Like you said, he gets taken out the game a lot. But I think he can throw for 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, and I think he'll have no more than 10 interceptions next year.
Okay, so 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's not a bad year.
Yeah, I think he can ball out. I think he can ball.
Not a bad year.
I think he can ball this year.
And that don't even sound too crazy. Because now crazy would have been you saying 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. I said that's prime A-Rod. I don't know if he's that anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like 3,800 to 4,000. That's doable for him this year. I think that's doable because, like I said, them tight ends. We got a lot of tight ends that can catch the ball.
I mean, as bad as the Jets offense looked last year, I'm surprised that you said he almost threw for 4,000 yards last year. I was thinking that maybe his yards like 3,200, 3,300, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he only had like 4 seasons his whole career without throwing for 4,000. So I know he older, but they saying he looking good in training camp. He just got to stay, we got to protect him at the end of the day.
That's the one thing that the Jets couldn't do last year. They couldn't protect them at all. I mean, can the Jets protect anybody? Because they don't know they can protect Justin Fields right now either. So,
man, good luck to him.
Good luck to him. Now, we done got some of the fun out the way. Now we got to talk about your schedule.
Okay.
We got to talk about what your record's going to look like next year. Of course, in the AFC North, you already know who you're battling against: the Browns, the Bengals, and the Ravens. You guys got a pretty good schedule this year. This it's not easy, but it's going to be competitive. So you start off going against the Jets on the road. Okay,
we get them out of there. Sorry, you just said they can't protect nobody. Did you forget who I said we got on the line?
And
it's gonna get ugly.
You gave TJ Watt a new contract, so he gonna be out there healthy. So
and Cam Hayward should have his new contract by then too. So. Whew.
Then you got DK Metcalf go back to where he came from. He got Seattle coming into Pittsburgh now. Seattle coming into Pittsburgh. First game at home with A-Rod. What happens against Seattle?
Who they quarterback again?
Sam Darnold.
Duh. Come on, man.
So you think
who they receiver now? They got Jack
last year.
He don't got Jettis and Addison out there. He only got
he got Cooper Kupp over there now.
I gotta see that Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? He's still good, but he been hurt and all that. He gotta show me something. And I feel like I said, man, we gonna be able to bring that pressure. I don't believe in Sam Darnold, bro. We at home too. Come on, man.
I don't believe in Sam Darnold either. I'm just trying.
I know. I know you doing your job.
That's all.
I'm just saying, Sam Darnold.
Who? Yeah, I feel you. Back on the road now. You're going up against a team, the other team that has 6 Super Bowl titles, but they haven't been there in a while. They haven't had much success since Tom Brady left. But now you got Mike Vrabel in the building. He's now the new head coach, the guy that they all wanted. You got Drake May. You got Stephon Diggs over there now. You got Christian Gonzalez. Will Campbell, the offensive tackle from LSU. He looked like a star right now already.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in New England?
So we in New England. To be quite honest, I think this is going to be a good game just because, Drake May, my boy. But one thing about them young quarterbacks, this defense is going to be treacherous. That's all I'm going to say. This defense is not going to be no joke. And we got our corners. These probably the best corners. A lot of people are going to talk about their age. But I think Slay and Ramsey can still play some good ball, especially if you got a line that can get pressure on the quarterback. This is probably the best group of cornerbacks we've had in a long, long time. To be
I don't think
honest.
that's crazy to say. I don't think that's crazy because I think when y'all had Ryan Clark and them guys, that was a while ago.
Right.
I haven't really had that many stars since all of them, like Trey Polamalu, all them guys. You haven't really had a defensive back crew since then, for real.
Yeah, so like it's gonna get ugly. So I think it's gonna be a close one, but I think we do beat the Patriots because I don't see no young quarterbacks doing that to us this year. Drake May good. Stephon Diggs cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But come on, man.
Okay, start off 3-0. Then you go back home against the Minnesota Vikings. Another young quarterback. J.J. McCarthy is in there. Aaron Jones, Jettis, Jordan Addison. Well, Jordan Addison, no, he'll be back. That's going to be Jordan Addison's first game back because he's out for the first 3 games.
First 3. I was going to ask you that too. Okay.
Yeah, he's been for the first 3 games, so he's going to be back in that game. So what's going to happen against J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings?
What we playing out here?
I mean, you at home.
No, we somewhere else. It's in the morning.
I think that's y'all are home. I think the yellows
It's say 9:30 a.m. though.
Oh, I think that's probably Germany or something like that.
Yeah. See, that's
but y'all are considered the home team.
That's a tricky game right there. You playing in Germany. The flights and all that stuff. That's a tricky one right there. Let me see. Are we playing in Dublin, Ireland?
Oh, Ireland. I was wondering what that flag that was.
So this is going to probably be the best team we placed so far out of these 4 teams. Their defense isn't no joke. Offensively, they got weapons. Like I said, though, it's tough. I got to see J.J. McCarthy, though. Like, I'm not, like, I got to see how he looks out there when that press is on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he going to do when you got guys coming at you 100 miles per hour trying to take your head off in Dublin? You in Dublin. Dave, we in Dublin. We might be dubbing them in that joint. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say, though. I'm going off my defense, man. I think defensively, we'll be able to shut people down, create turnovers. And offensively, we just can do something consistently. Like, we'll be able to do something consistently with a guy like A-Rod just running the show. Long as he stays healthy. If he stays healthy, woo! I don't know. We got to revisit the schedule.
Yeah, because then you're going to have Mason Rudolph in there, and I know you ain't going to be rocking with that.
Man, we're going to really have to have a historic defense if you're going to win anything with him out there.
That's true.
But I'm going to take the dub, man. I'm going to take us going 4-0.
Yep, 4-0 going into the bye week.
I don't think none of these teams are that good for, me to think anything different with these young quarterbacks. Well, which call it, Darnold ain't young, but that's Darnold.
Yeah, trust me, I don't disagree with that one.
For one receiver.
You got go to the bye week. 4-0 go to the bye week. You're feeling good. You pretty much you watching everybody do what they got to do in week 5. Week 6, back at home against the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns got a quarterback carousel. They still, from what I saw today, they still got Shadur Sanders 4th on the quarterback depth chart. Yeah, so even if something happens to Flacco, Shadur Sanders ain't gonna be in there. So That'll be Kenny Pickett. So if it's not Kenny Pickett, then it's Dylan Gabriel. So who knows? But for what we know right now, week 1 start is Joe Flacco. You're going up against Joe Flacco, Jerry Jeudy. I don't know if Quinshon Judkins is going to be signed yet because they haven't signed him yet, and they're giving him low offers right now because of his case. Even though he was considered to, even though his case was, taken care of, the NFL is still going through their preliminary things to see if they're going to suspend him or not.
All right.
And I mean, Myles Garrett got his contract, so he's still there. The defense is still what it should be. But what's going to happen against Cleveland?
Cleveland. No, the best chance they're going to have is starting Joe Flacco against us, to be quite honest. Because he's smart. He's smart. You know what I'm saying? He understands different. He's been playing AFC North football for so long. He understands all the blitzes that's coming. Like, so if I see Dylan Gabriel, Tyler Huntley, Shador Sanders, man.
Deshaun Watson out there running too, so who knows? He might come back as well. They got 6 quarterbacks on the roster.
Man, their best chance really is for one thing we got to do against them is block Myles Garrett. Oh my goodness, the last couple of games we played against these dudes, he's just been going crazy against us. But another thing, our quarterback play, Russell Wilson. One thing about Russell Wilson that's going to be different having A-Rod is Russell Wilson is short and like he got to get out the pocket a lot of times to see things. A-Rod can stand tall in the pocket and just hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like he has better field vision just because of his height.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we do beat this team. I do think we win this game here. I don't think they have enough offensively. They had the running back Chubb for so many years that was pretty much like they bread and butter, and they don't have that. So I think we start off strong. I really do think we start off real strong. The back end is when it's gonna get tough for us.
Yeah.
I think we win though.
Okay, 5-0, and then you go against the Bengals. So you're on the road, but I mean, you played the Bengals last year, and it was a shootout, and you guys won that one. Right. And the defense really didn't improve that much. They did draft a guy, but now they're in talks to trade Trey Hendrickson, who was their best defensive player. They didn't really make any moves defensively, honestly, other than their number one first round draft pick. And they did fire their defensive coordinator, so Lou is gone, but he's in Indianapolis now, who you guys will be playing 2 weeks after this. What's going to happen against Joey B and his 2 new highly paid wide receivers?
See, this game is going to be tough. It depends on if they got Trey Hendrickson, because that's a big deal if they got him on that, because if their defense is just trash like it was last year, oh my goodness, it's going to be bad. Like, I think Russell Wilson had like 400 yards passing on them last year or something like that. Like, he went crazy.
He had his best game against them. Against anybody last year, it was against them. That was his best game.
Yeah, he lit them up. So, and our defense in the secondary should be a lot better. You see what I'm saying? We don't have, like last year, we had a lot of young guys out there. Other than Joey Porter Jr., we had Kobe Trice out there. He's a young guy. I forgot my boy that was a rookie last year that picked off A-Rod twice. But he was out there a lot. So at home, though, I'm trying to be a little humble here. Coming off a tough game against the Browns, we beat them.
He gave us some suspense. I think he was going to say loss.
I keep thinking we're going to lose, but it's like, their defense is trash. I know it's AFC North football, but like, come on now.
I think the one game that may take y'all off guard is the Vikings game, because it's across the country.
No, I think that's going
to be one, and plus that defense is nasty. So
yeah, I feel you on that though.
I think that one could definitely be a try. We got Teddy in the comments now.
Don't make me catch a flight, Teddy.
So now you got back-to-back home games, but first in week 8, you got the Green Bay Packers with Jordan Love. And I heard someone say earlier today that I shared it in our NFL chat that, Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl when he was 27 years old. Brett Favre won a Super Bowl when he was 27 years old. Jordan Love is now 27. So they thinking that he's going to do the same thing.
No.
What's going on with Jordan Love? And he got all his receivers are hurt right now. So what's going to happen with Jordan Love?
Their defense is it comes and goes, Some days their defense come out and play well. Some games their defense just looks pathetic,
Mm-hmm.
And I think a home game in Pittsburgh at night, I think it's a stat out there that I think Tomlin is undefeated at home in primetime games. I gotta look at that. I gotta look that up. It's some kind of stat.
I know he's really good in primetime games.
Yeah, that's a fact. That one right there was a fact. What I said was just we gotta research that. But I think at home, A-Rod playing against his former team, I think he's gonna come out here with something to prove, man. I think he's gonna really want to stick it to him and just ball out. So I got us winning this one too, to be quite honest. I like Jordan Love, but he can turn that rock over. He get a little pass happy out there.
Starting out 7-0, looking good right now.
Early teams that I ain't impressed with these quarterbacks. You feel me?
I feel you. I know you're going. I know you're not going to be impressed with this one because you got two quarterbacks that just aren't good. You got one quarterback who got a contract, and the reason why Saquon left and won a Super Bowl last year with the Eagles, and you got another quarterback who ain't been accurate his whole football career, and that's Anthony Richardson. So, and QB1 hasn't even been named yet, so we don't even know if it's going to be Daniel Jones or if it's going to be Anthony Richardson. But either way,
do you even have to ask me that? I mean, you know what I'm about to say.
Like, I gotta ask the question, Vaughn. I gotta follow the show. So, do you think Indianapolis can come on the road, with Jonathan Taylor and those guys? And do you think what AD Mitchell? You think they can come in and get a dub against Pittsburgh?
Now, I ain't gonna lie. The last couple years, they've been giving us work. I ain't gonna lie.
They seem to do that to y'all and the Ravens almost every single year.
Yeah, they be giving us work, but it be because of these wild quarterbacks they got, like Gardner Minshew. And I think they had Joe Flacco, right? Didn't they have Joe Flacco?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco, them vets. They don't got that though. Danny Dimes, come on now. I'm not worried about that. He
not Joe Flacco, but
that's what I'm saying. He's not a vet. He's like a guy. He a vet because he's been in the league long. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't a vet because of his play.
I feel you.
So I think we get them out of there, man. That's we at home. That's an easy one right there.
Okay. 8-0. Now you're going against something I started called FJH. They got FJA. I got FJH. So Jim Harbaugh back in the league, going up against Mike Tomlin. This is his second year back. He got his quarterback. He's established a run heavy offense and with the Chargers. Justin Herbert, who's on a lot of people's top 5, top 10 lists, he's not on mine personally, just because he hasn't won a playoff game since he's been in the NFL. But I mean, I get it with what he's been able to do. He did throw for 5,000 yards in the season before, so I understand it. I understand the arm talent, so I get it.
Yeah.
But do you think, and Keenan Allen is back there now, they got Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson is actually look like he can catch the ball right now. So what's going to happen with the Chargers? Do you think that y'all can go on the road and beat the Chargers?
So I think we could beat them, to be quite honest. I mean, they got a solid team, but I do think this is probably our first loss right here on the road. I know it's a primetime game, but I think the Chargers are kind of built like us. They can defend well. They got solid quarterback play, and they don't have like that one. Like DK Metcalf, like I said, he ain't all that to me. He really good, but like that dude Ladd McConkey, he nice. I like him. I'm not gonna lie. He got a lot of spunk with him. Keenan Allen is a vet. So I think that it's gonna be a close game. I think that they're gonna because last year we played against Justin Herbert before he got hurt. He just like was giving us some work. He wasn't dotting us up, but he was extending plays like crazy. So I'm gonna take that L right there.
Okay, first L. So 8-1 to start the season. That's not a bad way to start.
Yeah.
Then you go back home, the team you had already beat in the Bengals. Now on the road, they're in Pittsburgh now. Do I hear a sweep coming, or
Sweet.
is this? Ooh, okay.
Sweet. Get him out of here.
You heard Vaughn. He said sweep. Then Caleb Williams go on the road. Caleb Williams got his head coach now. Ben Johnson said that he wanted to be in Chicago. That's why he didn't go to Washington, because he wanted the Chicago job. He waited a year. He finally got the job now. They gave him some more weapons. They shored up the offensive line. They addressed that this offseason. What's going to happen? What's going to happen on the road against Caleb Williams? Does he have I mean, he didn't have a great year last year, but does he have a sophomore slump, or does he play better this year? Do you think he makes a difference in this game?
I do think he's going to play better this year. Ben Johnson is an excellent offensive mind. So, I mean, I heard a stat that he got more points than turnovers in his coaching career. So, the dude is nice. He got weapons all over the place. So there's no excuse as far as weapon wise. They got
Roma Doomsday, Luther Burden. They got some. They got DJ Moore. They got some. There. They got some weapons over there.
Got a squad. So, I think their defense is gonna be good enough too. The defense, it probably won't be the best, but it's gonna be a solid enough defense, I think, to win games. But man, Caleb Williams, if this really, it depends on what kind of jump he makes, to be quite honest. Because, like I said, man, this defense is gonna be crazy. So I think we gonna have no business in Chicago, though. I feel like we had no business in Chicago.
Okay, you starting off good. This is almost like that 11-0 season you had with Ben Roethlisberger. You start off 10-1.
Our defense was going crazy though.
It was.
We had turnovers and all that, and then we had a quarterback, a vet, that just knew how to get the ball where it needed to get. He didn't go out dime. He was just getting the ball where it needed to be.
Now you're going up against the reigning MVP, the Bills. They coming into Pittsburgh. Josh Allen, he hasn't thrown for anything less than 40 He hasn't had less than 40 touchdowns in the last 5 seasons. Just won the MVP last year. He didn't have, all the weapons that he used to have. Stephon Diggs wasn't there no more. Gabe Davis was gone. All he had was Keon Coleman and everyone else. And he did have James Cook, though. James Cook did have 12 touchdowns last year at the running back position for them. He just got a brand new contract. So what happens? Do you think, does the MVP come in there and rain down a storm, or does Pittsburgh control the weather?
I like that. That was nice. I want to say this. I'm trying to think. Shakir, he hurt right now, I think, right?
I believe so, yes.
Keon Coleman, I heard good stuff about him. Josh Allen is my guy. Everybody know. AJA all day. AJA all day. Man. So this is what I'm expecting from this team, okay? I'm expecting this team to be able to lock down defensively. Anybody. Some teams going to be tough, of course. But they got the ability to lock down almost anybody. And offensively, we should be able to protect the ball and score some points. With that recipe, I think we beat the Bills at home. I think we find a way to get at Josh Allen, force him into some turnovers, and I think we get out of there with a dub.
So we got the Browns and the Steelers saying that they're going to beat the Bills this year. I'm not comparing the two teams. I'm just saying I got 2 AFC North teams already saying that, hey.
I don't know about the Browns because their quarterback, I don't know. That matters.
Just saying, you heard what your boy said. Your boy said that y'all was gonna have a losing season. Shadur Sanders was gonna win offensive rookie of the year, and I'm just saying that's what your boy said. My boy Tay again. Welcome home, my guy. I was happy to see you on the show, my man. I wish he was at Arts World Day, but I was happy to see you on the show. And now, the rivalry renewed for another season. It is the most physical rivalry in sports. You could think about anything else. There's no college team that's this physical. No, you can't think of no basketball team that plays this physical at all. I mean, baseball ain't.
Yeah.
We love baseball, but it's not physical in that way. But Vaughn, first game is on the road. You're going into the bank, playing against Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, who's there now, King Henry, Zay Flowers, the two tight ends. What's going on? What happens? What happens to A-Rod's first game of this rivalry? Going up against the Baltimore Ravens in M&T Bank Stadium.
I'm gonna say we're gonna lose that one. I mean, that Bills game is gonna be a tough one for us, and then we gotta come right back and then play the Ravens in Baltimore. I think they can get us in that one at home.
Okay, so was that 11-2?
11-2
with 4 games left, and then you at home. Luckily that home game you playing against the Dolphins is not in their stadium, because it seems like whenever they're at home, they just find a way to beat a team that they may not be able to beat. But they're going into Pittsburgh with Tua, Tyreek Hill, who's been having controversy almost all offseason since last year when he said that he was done. Jalen Waddle's there. It's looking like they may have a good running back from Ollie Gordon now. He may be the new running back. I don't know. And then they got Quinn Ewers as the backup in case something happens to Tua. So what happens against Miami?
I mean, you know, Miami, they in Pittsburgh on December 15th. Them boys don't like the cold, man. That's a dub. I'm sorry.
Okay. Then you're down to your last 3 games. The game right before Christmas, few days before Christmas, you're going up against the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Ben Johnson ain't there no more. The defensive coordinator ain't there no more. But all the weapons are still there. You still got Jameson Williams. You still got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You still got Jahmyr Gibbs. You still got David. I can't remember his last name.
Montgomery.
David Montgomery. You still got him. And Jared Goff is still the quarterback. What happens against Detroit?
I ain't gonna lie. Jared Goff can lose you a game real quick.
He definitely can. I mean, he did throw 4 picks against Washington in the playoffs.
But I'm gonna give them the dub right here too. I think they're gonna be at home. They can find a way to win. You know, defensively, I think this might be one of our toughest matchups just because of how they play. I know Ben Johnson's not there, but he ain't take all the plays with him. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna still be running some of them jumps. So I think they'll find a way to get a dub right here.
Okay, so was that 12-3? I believe.
Yes, sir.
12-3, and then you go on the road to play Cleveland again. I mean, do I have to ask? I think I know where you're going to go with this one. Because it's on the road, so you may switch your answer. But
against Cleveland?
Yeah. Am I hearing another sweep?
I'm trying to think. Like I'm trying to give them some type of respect, but it's like, you know, if Shador get out there or Gabriel get out there, is it gonna get better? Because they rookies still at the end of the day. You feel me?
That's true. But rookies can also catch you off guard, so you never know.
That is true as well. But what's Mike Tomlin's record against rookie quarterbacks, though?
I mean, he don't really lose against rookie quarterbacks. So
now it's a rival game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, you know, their defense will be formidable in some way because they got weapons over there. I just don't think they got none offensively. Like without Nick Chubb there, it's I got to see some type of spark. Jerry Judy, he had a decent year last year. Show that he's can be a solid receiver for once. With the Broncos, he wasn't really showing much. But I just
he couldn't do much. He couldn't do nothing until Jameis Winston took over.
Yeah, that's facts. Man, we sweeping them boys.
Okay, that's 13-3.
Yeah.
Last game of the season. Date and time to be determined, but you are at home. This game could very well be for the division title.
Come on, man. We ain't getting swept by no Ravens, dog.
You got swept by them last year. You say you did get swept by them last year. So
I'm talking about this year. Why are you bringing up old stuff, Dave?
I'm just I gotta bring up a little bit of the history. So So I guess I'm hearing that you guys are going 14.
We didn't get swept last year whole time. We lost twice because we played them in the playoffs.
That's right. You won the first game and you lost the last two.
Yeah.
That's right. My bad. I was wrong on that. I admit that.
We don't get swept, man. We do the sweeping. We don't get swept though.
Oh, okay. So you heard it here first, y'all. We done went through the schedule. The only losses that he has right now are against the Chargers, on the road against the Ravens, and the Lions. Everyone else, he throwing the dub up. That's what he's saying. So 14-3 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are you saying are they winning the division this year?
We got a chance, to be quite honest. Like I say, I'm going off what I hear in these locker rooms from these players, the coaches, and what I be seeing, and just what I know. Like, I feel like we do got a solid defense this year because like last year, I feel like our cornerbacks were cool. We had Dante Jackson, but he tailed off towards the end. We tried to bring Cam Sutton in the middle of the season, and he was trash. So this year, I think we got a lot better secondary to really just lock in on receivers. You ain't gonna see a lot of guys just wide open, which is what I saw a lot, especially towards the end of the season. And like I said, we don't play that many top-notch quarterbacks this year. We got Joe Burrow twice always, Lamar Jackson twice always. We got Josh Allen this year, and
Justin Herbert.
Herbert. And I gave Justin Herbert a dub. I just didn't give Josh Allen a dub or Joe Burrow. Because they got,
How you feel about Jordan Love? You think he's a top quarterback as well?
I don't think he's a young, ascending, talented quarterback. He still got some work to do. I think he can be really good though.
Okay. All right, Vaughn, we're down to the last thing now. You done went through the offseason grade. We talked about A-Rod already. Steelers going 14-3 with a chance to win the division. Now I need a bold prediction, man. I need a bold prediction for the Steelers. It could be 1, 2, don't matter how many, but I need a bold prediction that you got for the 2025 season for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers will be in the Super Bowl this year.
Ooh.
Now that's bold right there. That's bold.
Yes.
We have an opportunity this year to do something historic, to do something they can make a movie out of. You get a guy, A-Rod, coming back for one more year after having an abysmal season. Not him personally, but the team, the Jets. And he got hurt the first series the year before. So it's like, now he's back. A lot of people thought he was going to retire. He's saying he's going to give it his all. He doesn't have a lot of the extra stuff coming with him. It seems like he's really about his game. Two things got to happen.
Definitely haven't heard much since he signed. It's just been pretty much business as usual.
Two things got to happen for us to win. Defense got to be elite. You can't be subpar. You got to be elite for the whole season. Got to be. You just have to. And we got to protect A-Rod. If our line can protect A-Rod, I think we can do good things, man. Because, like I said, man, A-Rod still can play some ball. We just got to keep him upright. And if we get a guy like a Gabe Davis, I'm going to love that.
Hey, he out there, so let's see what happens. It's some pretty good wide receivers that are out there. So you got opportunity. You got opportunity. So y'all heard it here first. This was the last. Well, not the last team, but it was one of the last teams. One of the last teams outside of the teams that have heavy fans in the chat to talk about their team. We still got to talk about the Commanders, the Eagles, the Ravens, and the Cowboys. So, Vaughn, you're not just on here to talk about the Steelers. Well, I mean, that was the main thing, but you have your own show, man. Give us your last words, Mr. RBO Vaughn. It could be about the show, Orlando Magic, Steelers, whatever you want to talk about. It's your time.
Yes, sir. First, I want to say thank you for having me on, talk about my Steelers. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I am the host to RBO Real Ballers Only. And it's an NBA show where we just talk about the NBA most times. We will be migrating more into the WNBA because I've learned this year that goes on while the NBA not going on, you know. So that's something that we can keep you guys in the loop of. And I'm a Mystics fan, Dave a Mystics fan, and we hooping. So you know, it's gonna be even better.
Out there doing her thing, and her and Kiki. Hey Kiki, do you love me?
Definitely though. But definitely subscribe to the channel. We haven't had an episode lately because we're working on some things. And RBO, we're not just a show. We're also a team as well. We have a team in the summer league, so we play basketball as well. So we got a lot of things that we're going to talk to you guys about, though. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode.
Hey, man. You heard it from RBO himself, man. Stay tuned for the next episode. Let's see what his Steelers going to do this year. I know he can't wait for the NBA season to start because he get to talk about his Orlando Magic, who made a great trade and going to get Desmond Bain. They look like they're primed to do some things in the East this year. So I know he can't wait to talk about RBO and then bring up the Orlando Magic. So make sure you tune into that. Go subscribe to his channel right now. If not, do it tomorrow. But it's better if you do it now, so you ain't gotta do it tomorrow. So if you do it now, you ain't gotta wait.
Hey Dave, before you dismiss us, this might be my year of sports. If my bold prediction happened, this will be my year of sports because I feel like my UNC Tar Heel basketball team, they about to do some good things this year. I really think so. I know you hating, it's all good. And then my Magic, woo! That's all I'm gonna say, man. I pray to the sports gods that they bless me this year.
Because I don't hate Orlando. It's just we both got Florida teams in the NBA.
I get it. Yeah. I don't hate y'all neither. You know, it's just the beef. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. I still got to get your shirt. So I know that. I still got to get your shirt.
The same.
So, but man, it was definitely great to have you on the show today to talk about your team. Y'all know that some of this stuff gonna be clipped up. Y'all gonna see the schedules clipped up and what he got. So I know some people gonna comment away. But other than that, we are good. We're done for the day. So we appreciate y'all for coming on to the show today and watching us. You see, he got that terrible towel, so he's excited about the season. So we will see y'all next time, man. The show will be on tomorrow. It's gonna be a Cowboy session. Tomo's gonna be hosting it. You got Big Oda's gonna come on there. I believe Worm and Reese are gonna be on there. So it's gonna be a show. So make sure you tune in. You know they're gonna be talking about Jerry. They're gonna be talking about Micah. So tune into the show and make sure you like, share, subscribe, and share this to somebody who definitely wants to know what's going on in the NFL and who wants to see something else because we got other shows as well. So until then, see y'all next time. Peace out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.